Hello. I know this is really like random. My hair's not done and it's all wavy, and I just really just started getting ready for the day, but I don't know. This is just random. I was watching. Just have the well, I turned it off now, but I have the TV on sometimes in the background when I'm doing stuff, and there was some PSAs for bullying to stop bullying, and this is kind of a subject that I did kind of want to talk about at one point, but now I'm just kind of like, you know what? I'm gonna have like maybe this is gonna be like totally thrown out there, unorganized, but it's just kind of something that's sort of watching those kind of pissed me off a little bit. I don't know, this sweater, I don't, it doesn't know how it likes to be worn. Sometimes it sits like this. It doesn't know what it wants to do. But it's, I don't know. It's like, oh, recognize it and report it and stuff. I don't know. Every single time I see anything about bullying, it's, oh, go tell someone. Oh, you see your friend getting bullied, tell someone. If you're being bullied, tell someone, even if they threaten you, because my biggest issue is what happens after you report it. Now, let's just say bullying usually happens in in schools and stuff. Let's just say you're in elementary school. What happens when you report it though? Does the teacher do anything? That's the biggest thing. My issue with bullying is teachers. You need to do something about it. Don't just brush it off. One of my best friends, and someone I'm still friends with, was bullied through elementary school. Like hardcore, really bullied, and he didn't have a ton of friends, but he had me and some other close friends, and it he was bullied really bad, and he would tell people. I know he would tell teachers. I would tell teachers. It would happen in the classroom, right in front of the damn teacher's face, and nothing would be done about it. I feel that now you don't always have to tell someone. I think if it happens, I don't know, right in the middle of class, if people are picking on him, and he would get frustrated, and who wouldn't get frustrated? And he'd be like, just put his head down, or he'd be kind of short, he'd be kind of snippy, and the teachers, he would get in trouble for his mood, and the kids who bullied him did not get in trouble. And I feel like the school system is just screwed up like that. It's ridiculous. I know something my mom has said, and I do kind of agree with it, that teachers are afraid of parents. And if you're a teacher and you watch this, what would happen if you punished a kid with bullying? Would you really be so afraid that the parents would come talk to you? Because yes, if you think about it, sometimes, yeah, bullies have bullies for parents, but you gotta think about it. If a parent comes to you, how about instead of being like, oh, I'm not gonna punish your kid anymore, you say your kid's a bully, and you actually try and work it out instead of being lazy and being afraid of the, effort you're gonna have to put through to solve the problem. But that was my biggest issue is, and it's just not, I don't know, I hate bullying. I really do, and to me, it got to the point where kids would only leave him alone because his friends would, like, people like me would tell him to go screw off. I mean, it was little, I probably didn't say something like that, but, and I had other friends who were picked on too, and it was the point of, I had a friend and people called her fat and stuff, and she was a really pretty girl, and she still is, we're not as close as, yeah, sometimes you're not really close with your friends from elementary school, but I still know this person, and people pick on her, and I would, we'd all get really mad at them. We'd tell them to, nah, because the teachers wouldn't do a damn thing. I had middle school. One of my friends was picked on, and pretty much all that would happen is if you got picked on or whatever, tell someone, they would simply just get a detention and just a slap on the wrist. And I remember talking to someone once, he's like, yeah, I got detention, it's nothing bad, you just sit there and doodle the whole time. If it's not working, it's not working. Like, detention, I've never had one, but I've heard that it's really just you sit there, there's nothing, it's not much of a punishment unless it's a weekend detention. But to me, I know sometimes that there are counselors that really do something, and I know I had really good experiences with my high school counselor. Mrs. Reiser was great. But of course, middle school, the counselor was kind of like, we had an issue with a girl, like a major issue with this new girl, and she was just nasty. And because she was going to people, apparently, because she just didn't, I don't know what happened. Like, we tried being nice to this girl, and then she kind of, like, turned on. I don't know what exactly happened. She would tried so hard to want to fit in with certain people, and we're like, you just kind of don't really, fit in with us if you're going to be mean like this. And she's like, she'd get really mad. She was obsessed with, like, fitting in with it. I think that's what I don't know. But she would go talk to teachers about me and my friend. Excuse me. And they would, and that's something that was a big issue with me. Just because she went to them saying she had issues, and we go and explain our side of the story, and it's still, like, some teachers would be like, oh, okay, I see, I'm sorry, and we talked to them about it. But the counselor was so dead set, just because she went to them first, she was right. That's pretty much how, when I remember I brought that up, I'm like, excuse me, just because someone goes to you first doesn't make them right. Just because she's going to you saying we're doing all this stuff to her when she's really manipulating and being nasty to us. How about you hear both sides of the story instead of just focusing on the one, But it's just, I don't know. I think that bullying is a horrible thing. Sixth grade. Back to elementary school time. In 6th grade, I think it was, we were, like, hardcore, like, had a whole unit thing on bullying and how it's bad, and if you see it, report it, tell a teacher, do something about it. Don't, let kids, get bullied. But then if you did go do something, nothing was done. I feel like if you're going to tell us, okay, you tell me if my friend's getting bullied or I'm getting bullied to come to you, okay, I came to you, now what are you going to do about it? And I'm sorry, saying, oh, don't bully this person, a little slap on the wrist is not going to do anything. It's not going to, I feel like, I don't know, I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels this way, but I think it's the damn teachers. It's teachers or the authority in the school that you would go to about this. It's not just the bullying and the kids' fault. Just simply putting stuff on TV or simply saying don't bully kids is not going to stop it. You need to have the backup, the authority. Because they're the kids who are going to say, oh, I'm just going to bully. No one's going to do anything about it. And you know what? They're going to be right. Don't let them be right. Because it can hurt people. It can cause so many problems with kids' lives. And you know what? Those kids are going to grow up. And they're going to just keep being nasty like that, and of course there are adults who get bullied, and you know what, it happens in high school when you're supposed to be mature. It's gonna, I won't be surprised if it happens in college. There are always mean people like that, and unfortunately as you get older it's going to be harder because you can't go to your counselor or whatever. I mean, you could probably in college, you could probably go talk to an advisor or something, saying you're having a problem with someone or something. I'm sure there's something you could do. But once you're, like, maybe in the workplace or whatever, it's going to be tough. And I think we need to be taught young that things like this have, I don't know. It's just, I hate bullying. I hate it. I absolutely hate it, and I hate that teachers don't do anything about it. I hate seeing PSAs on TV and saying, oh, report it. Well, you know what? Reporting it, there needs to be someone there to do something about it. There needs to be something, and I can just say it a million damn times. And so that's why I say, and also I think that you shouldn't get in trouble for standing up for kids. Either yourself or other people. If someone's bullying you, you should be able to stand up for yourself. Of course, maybe not hurting anyone, but, you should be able to stand up for yourself, given you use proper words and stuff, and, given your environment. But you should be able to stand up for yourself and not get in trouble, it's just kind of like, I think we should also be taught how to stand up for yourself and your friends. And something that does get to me, and this is kind of, again, doesn't really fit in, but, like, if you get in a fight in school, like, let's just say you get in a fight with someone hits you first, what are you supposed to do? Just sit there and take it? I look at it like, of course I don't like fighting. I've never gotten into a fight, and hopefully I never will. But I look at it like, if someone comes and attacks me, am I supposed to sit there and get my teeth knocked out? Because, sure, I'm only in high school, like, there are people you would react fast. There are teachers there and the deans that will react fast, like Mayhew and all of them will be like all over him. You know, the second a fight is even heard of, you know, they will run, you know, and stop it. But, you know, what if you're in a situation where maybe someone doesn't find out right away, or you're alone and all that? Yeah, I don't know. I look at it like, to me, self-defense is self-defense. Of course, maybe, you know, find a way to push them off you, try not to hurt the other person, but I feel like whoever swings first is at fault. And that's always how I'm going to believe. I mean, I don't like fighting, but I look at it, if you're attacked, what are you supposed to do? I guess that's really all I have to say. But if you've been bullied, or you have a kid that's been bullied, or your friends, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. You know, if you have experiences with it, like, let me know, you know, how you've dealt with bullies, or how your school, like, I know a lot of my friends, you know, it's gonna be the same situation, but, you know, yeah, just, do you see those stupid PSAs on TV and then get the same, like, I don't know. It's good that people are trying to fight bullying, but they actually need to do something about it when it happens. So, that's the end of this very rantishy video. But I'll talk to you later. Bye.